guys, just trying to finish up that Unit 6 practice test. These are questions 22 through 24. So 22, Noah surveyed students to see what sports they play, uses Venn diagram to create a two-way table. So we're going to take this information right here and place it into the two-way table. So the first thing we see is they play soccer and tennis. So that's 3 students. 3 students play soccer and tennis. All right, they play tennis, but they do not play soccer. So play tennis, but not soccer. That's 11. And we can go ahead and total that up as 14 people. No tennis, but they do play soccer. So that's going to be 16. No soccer and no tennis. That's these 45 right here. They're outside the circles. They don't play either sport. They may play a different sport, but they don't play soccer or tennis. And we can go ahead and total that up. 5 plus 6 is 11. Carry the 1, 4, 5, 6, 61. All right, and so our totals, 13 plus 16, that makes 19. 11 plus 45, it's going to be 56. And then when we total this up, 6 and 9, it's 5, carry the 1, 5, 6, 7, 75. It should also total up going this way, 14 plus 61, also 75. Great. What is the relative frequency of students that play both sports out of all that were surveyed? So here are the important parts. Students that play both sports, that's right here, that's 3. The other part is all students that were surveyed, that's 75. So what is the frequency of these students to all that were surveyed? So that's going to be 3 of 75, which equals, and then at that point we go ahead and we do 3 divided by 75. This is just like some of the teachers, the way they grade your tests and your work. It would be, you got this, and if this was work, this would be 3 problems right out of 75. We hope that's not true, because that's not a good score. And you get 0.04. So that is the relative frequency. The relative frequency would be 0.04. If it asks you for a percent, because some of these problems will ask you what the percentage was, you move your decimal 2 places to the right, and that would make it 4% if they ask you what percentage that is. All right, number 24. Michael surveyed students in his class to see what chores they have. Used the information from his two-way table to finish it and fill in the second one with relative frequencies. So first we've got to fill this in with just regular numbers of how many people. So we're going to total up this first column because we have both of these numbers. 19 plus 8 is going to be 27. All right. Do not take out trash. Well, we've got a blank here that we got to figure out. So we're going to kind of work backwards. It'd be 23 minus 6 equals this blank. Or if you use algebra, it would be x plus 6 has to equal 23. You guys know that's a one-step equation. You would subtract 6 from both sides. And when you do that, it would say x equals 17. So 17 would be the answer. 17 plus 6 makes 23. These are already in there, so we're good to go on that. Now we've got to come up with the relative frequencies. All right, that's going to be these numbers out of the total. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to set these up so that I know to divide all of these out of 50. This is just something that's very helpful to do, keeps you from making some mistakes. All right, and so when we start to go ahead and start dividing these, 19 divided by 50, that's going to be 0. Let me just make sure before I holler out, I think 38. So 19 divided by 50. Indeed, it is 0.38. All right. 17 divided by 50 is going to be 0.34. 36 divided by 50 is going to be 0.72. All right. 8 divided by 50 is 0.16. I know that's already there. I'm going to write it again so you can see it better. 6 divided by 50, and of course you're going to have your calculator for this. It's going to be 0.12. 14 divided by 50, that's going to be 0.28. And then we start to total these up. 0.38 plus 0.16 should equal this amount right here. 27 divided by 50. Just go ahead and do that real quick. Don't want to get that wrong. So that is 0.54. And a way to double check is let's add these together and make sure they also equal 0.54. So 0.38 plus 0.16. And indeed, it does equal 0.54, so that column seems to be correct. All right, the next one is 23 of 50, so that's going to be 0.46. And once again, we can add these together. So 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 plus 1 is 4. Seems to be correct. Here we should get 100, or in this case 1.00. Just go ahead and write that in and check. 8 plus 2 is 10. Carry the 1, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we've got all our relative frequencies listed there. Now, for tomorrow's test, there is a cumulative review section. One of the things maybe in looking at, let's see, I know there is a transformation piece on there. And so it may have something like a parallelogram. It's going to make me a graph here. All right. Picture these are exactly the same size, all right? And so if I label these A, B, C, D, and I label this one A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime, could you tell me which transformation occurred? Now please remember these are the same size in theory. So did I reflect it? Did the A that was up here in the top left, did it become the top right? No, that didn't happen. Did it reflect down over the x-axis? No, it's not down here. And so it looks like it was just taken and slid right and up because the letters are all in the same order. The shapes rotated or orientated the same way. So when we slide right and up, a slide is a translation. So this would be a translation. All right. Let's see what else we may have. I think just keep in mind, sometimes we're kind of struggling. We had this problem a week ago. Remember, when you multiply like bases, when you have power, sorry, this is not multiplying like bases. We only have one base. Power to a power, we would multiply the powers and the base would stay the same. 3 times 3 would be 9, and the base would stay the same. All right, please watch the video, please study, and I hope you do great tomorrow.